to Fido, your only source for Bad Dog Go Lie Down. It's Fido Live, number 77. Ooh. It's the New Year's. Yeah, let's see what we got going on here.
Technically, it's the last day of the old year.
Mm-hmm. So, this is Monday, January 1st. We did this last week. It's already been recorded. I just dragged it out of cold storage so we can have the whole week here. Fido and Felicia are waking Bo up. It's New Year's Day. What'd you get us? What do you mean? Where are our New Year's gifts? We don't do that. So we only get gifts on the day you say we were born, Christmas, and Pets Day. When's Pets Day? Every day. It's new. So we're going to try to do a new thing with the animals this year. They're going to get along a little bit better.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Fido and Felicia have got to be friends.
Aww.
Yeah, put that aside. Here is Tuesday. It's already done. We still have to record it. Fido and Felicia are just talking. Bo's listening. Mm-hmm. And Felicia says, maybe I would consider actually being man's best friend if I needed him for anything. I'm man's best friend 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Huh. I'm sitting right over here. I can hear you. Good. Get me my dinner, pal.
Oh, so much better.
Here is Wednesday. Also has to be recorded. It's all done. Felicia says, oh, well, you know me. I've always been a people pleaser. And they do a spit take. Fido drops his chips. Even Dino's laughing. I've just never been any good at it. So, let's put that one aside. All right. This one doesn't have a day on it. This Friday, Wednesday, up there, and this one also doesn't have a date on it. So hey,
That's weird.
well, no, it's just I haven't done the bookkeeping yet. I'll slide in here. All right, this one just needs some erasures. It goes to the chief colorist today.
Uh-huh.
They just quickly do some erasing. We have Dino in his typical New England winter gear. She's got a jacket, hat, but he's still wearing shorts.
If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, before I read it, erase some guidelines and stuff. Make the chief colorist's job a little bit easier. This thing's been drying for about a day now, so the ink should be dry enough not to smear. Alright, I'll leave all the crumbs on here so that the crumbs go to the chief colorist's desk and she can vacuum them up. Alright, man pulls up in a little Volkswagen Bug. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to Main Street? Fido says, I get this. Yeah, get yourself a damn GPS. Get yourself a fucking GPS. Alright, let's send that one with all the erasing crumbs over to the chief colorist.
Thank you.
Alright, we have Friday. Also needs to go to the chief colorist soon. Just get some erasing done. Then I'll read it all to you. See, this is a Cat Boss one, so I've got to do the voice. Yeah, it's good enough. Cheers. All right. You have a new menu. Yes, I have discovered a talented young chef. The scratching post shall now feature the finest in cat cuisine. And Felicia's here with the customers. You wanted it dead? Bird, sandwich, mouse on the plate, and some other live creature. Oh, the woman's plate in the background there. All right.
Does one of the customers ask, I think you spelled moose wrong. No.
Moose? Oh. Funny. Cats don't eat moose.
No,
All right.
chocolate.
Yeah, I know.
Chocolate
But
mousse.
cat cuisine we're talking about here.
I
All
know,
right.
but the customer doesn't know that.
We both have had a cold all week, so you're going to be hearing us coughing and hacking and snacking the entire broadcast.
I tried. I put a holes in my mouth and I tried, but
All right, these two don't have a date. Let's pull down the calendar. We got Saturday the 6th and Monday the 8th. Let's see. Which one looks more like a Saturday one?
relaxing. One that looks more relaxing. I thought you were doing no Fido on Saturday.
Well, Fido wants to take the Saturdays off. It's just
You
can't.
won't let him?
You've got to get that into his contract. I'm thinking about doing some sort of union strike this year.
To reflect the writer's strike of 2023.
That's Monday, 1/8/24, and cross that out. All right, you get up there. So we'll be inking these two suckers today. I'll read this one to you. They're all sitting around the table. I should say when I was drawing this, I draw Dino first, then Fido, then Felicia, and Bo. And whenever you draw one thing, you're erasing what's underneath and erasing one. So by the time we get to the end here, Dino is just pushed out of the frame. But he's just constantly covered by Felicia. That's why I have him with such a bored look on his face. Because I don't even know why I'm in this.
I started off as a coward.
Yeah. Okay, Fido says, a cat will never admit it to a mistake. It will just blame it on you and claim you're victimizing it. It was your fault. He's always doing this to me. See? It's sort of a bratty brother-sister relationship here with the dog and cat. And the Monday one. Felicia says, I've come up with a list of what you could do to improve yourselves. Bogash, here's yours. And Dino. And Fido, big long one. Why is mine so much longer? You're a dog. More to improve. All right. Let's get a glove on here because we should remind you that cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet. And I must wear a glove in order not to get this thing too dirty. And where are our brushes? Oh, I should announce. Everyone may or may not remember the old tin cup that we used to use to hold brushes. Well, hey, look at the sparkling, blingy one we got now. It's got a nice shiny thing. It actually holds water. You see water down there with the screen, so I can keep brushes. But the only thing is I have to put this elastic band on top here, otherwise the spring is too tight and it still shoots the brushes out at you.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna.
Which it took them 2 or 3 brushes to realize.
Yeah, we're gonna work with this brush today. Nice tip. As you all know, these brushes are made from the finest Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair. We send the Sherpas up there specially to denude these squirrels and bring you the finest in paintbrush products. Okay. Where's my ink? That's a good question. Now, people say that, Charles, you really have prepared yourself here today. Well, if I did, I would have known where my ink was.
Hey, this is a fully thought out and professional production.
Live, unedited. That's just how we do it. All right.
We don't know how to edit.
Now, I don't want to smear any of the pencil lines here with my hands, so I generally like to put down a piece of paper and I look for some inspiration while I'm working. Alec Baldwin and PETA ask Radio City Music Hall to stop using live animals in the Christmas shows. And I agree, Alec. We should set the Rockettes free. You think Alec went to his publicist and said, first, South Park makes fun of me, Team America, World Police, and then, we have all this horrible stuff with me shooting someone on the set. I want to do something to get people to like me. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll attack the Radio City Music Hall show.
Because that's not beloved. And I'll make some reference that they should have live animals at the show. I mean, I don't know, maybe dead animals would be better, but... maybe make it into a taxidermy type show.
Yeah. So, in another humorous bit, you remember Wall Street has said Disney has cognitive dissonance. Well, South Carolina seems to agree. They've taken $105 million invested in Disney and just reinvested it, took it out. With the reason being, the place is being run by the gender studies crowd. Here's a quote. I think it's clear to anybody paying attention that there's a structural rot inside Disney.
Oh no.
It's deep. It's pervasive. And I suspect Bob Iger, since his return as CEO, now realizes it can't be fixed.
Well, that's awfully
No, here's the thing. If Bob Iger realized it couldn't be fixed, they wouldn't have cognitive dissonance. Bob thinks it's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Last week we mentioned the tale of two Davids. It's Paramount and WB. Warner, run by David Zaslav. Paramount. Bob Baskins. Who's David? Oh, David Elson's the Skydance. Okay. Anyway, who's going to buy Paramount would be the big question. And who's going to give Warner Brothers money to buy Paramount? Because, well, this guy has not been doing his job fiduciary lately. Let's say he's got a lot of debt. So Ellison from Skydance wants to buy it, but now there's a new character in this play. We got meet Brian Roberts from Comcast.
Hi, Brian.
What's great about Brian is he's the one who knocked up the price of Fox for Disney, and then he made Disney pay him billions of dollars for Hulu. So now he's got all that. He's flush with money, Disney money, and all I care about here is the rescue of Star Trek and Paramount. Get it out of secret hideout and fire Kurtzman. Get rid of this 20% new crap, and bring us back our Star Trek, please, Mr. Roberts. You're my only hope. Save me, Mr. Roberts.
Now that's Star Wars.
You're my only hope.
That's Star Wars. Is there going to be another Picard? Or is
No.
Picard over?
It's over.
Really?
Well, Star Wars, The Acolyte, will reflect the showrunner's own queer identity.
Yeah, I think you best not be talking.
Here's the thing. I thought the word queer was an insult.
No, I think it's actually been embraced lately.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know for certain. But
Well.
I think it's been embraced lately.
Well, there are some intriguing details and spoilers have been released. They're still using this photo of for the Acolyte. That's from the High Republic books. None of these characters, besides maybe the Wookiee in the One Piece, has actually been seen in the clips they've shown us. But well, the actress will play Force-sensitive twins. So she's doing like a Patty Duke thing. She's going to play two roles. She's so talented.
Oh, you're so
She
cute.
can.
There's no one listening to this who knows who Patty Duke is.
But here's the thing: both of Sith origin. I thought the Jedi and the Sith were philosophies. What? They're races now?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're cousins, identical cousins.
But because the showrunner was Harvey Weinstein's acolyte, she can only see the world from the evil side. So thus, this TV show will be seen from the evil side of the Sith.
But she'll want you to think it's the good side, though.
Yeah, from the High Republic. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't look good.
No.
So, Adam Driver says he will not be in this film. I don't know why he's still on the poster, but he will not be in this film. Oh, and the budget's been reduced again. This is Star Wars Episode 10, The Chosen One. And we already went through the entire cast of the new Avengers. And we have.
Can I go back to the Star Wars thing?
Sure, what do you got?
He says he's not going to be in it.
Adam Driver, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he die anyway? Like, I mean, I know that shouldn't matter. I mean, I know that doesn't matter anymore.
What the Amazing Wonder Ray can bring him back to life.
She did that once, but then she couldn't bring him back to life the second time, where he gave up his life. Oh, whatever.
Well, he can't be a Force ghost, because if you see on the poster here, 1, 2, 3, these blue things here, those are Force ghosts. Adam looks like he's side by side with his lovely Daisy Ridley, so I don't know. Oh, and they're never going to get these guys back, Boyega or
oh, I can't think of his name.
Poe Dameron back.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Jason Isaacs or something like that?
yeah, something like that. The new Avengers, we have Tommy and Billy Maximoff. We have America Chavez. We have Kate Bishop. We have the wonderful Casey Lang, who we remember from Quantumania. We have, Eli Bradley and Kid Loki. I'm going to call it superhero. Yeah, okay. Superhero fatigue. Sure.
The death of the superhero. They're not
All right.
They're gone.
So we saw Rebel Moon.
Not weak Kimosabi. I kind of was out of it. I started and just could not get into it. Please forgive me all.
If I'm a filmmaker, especially a bad one, I never want to be in a theater again. I want to be on streaming. Because this is Netflix's top film.
So they say. I mean...
What? You think they're lying to us?
show me the proof.
Too much ink on my brush here. I can't wait for the Rebel Moon toys to come out in Walmart.
So you can slowly watch them decrease in price until they disappear from the shelf completely. But not because they've been bought, but because they've been sold to...
They're biodegrading on the shelves. Even though they're plastic. They've been there that long.
Somebody in the year 3000 will be at a Walmart shelf.
So what do we got coming? Everyone, since this is the end of the year, everyone tends to do a look ahead at what's coming to theaters in the coming year. And I printed out a list here. And I highlighted the ones that I recognized, or maybe, well, I was going to say I was going to highlight the films I was going to see. But then it came to a point where it's just I'm highlighting what I recognize. And so we're already into January, mid-January, and, well, there's no highlights yet. Going into February, and way down at the bottom here we have Argyle. That's with Superman. Wait, I'm going to wait till the wife stops coughing up a lung.
Oh, okay.
It's like a murder mystery writer suddenly finds herself inside a real world spy drama when she predicts something that actually comes true in her novels. I guess the Henry Cavill is the real life Argyle character, which is her fictional character. And it's like it's like Romancing the Stone.
Yeah, but also, didn't Stephen King have a book like that?
Perhaps. It might be a fun film, but is it something we're going to a theater for? Probably not. So we're into our, fourth or fifth page here. We're into February, and I still see no yellow highlights. So we're finally into March, and whoa, March looks busy. We have Dune 2. Now, we're all supposed to like this and say, oh yeah, but, Zendaya's in it. I can't stand her. The little twink actor who's playing Paul Atreides it doesn't fill me with hope.
Who is it?
Oh, I don't know his name, but he played some other part that he shouldn't have been in because he's too small. Anyway, Dune has been tried so many times, and it's very difficult to film. But the problem is, it doesn't get good until maybe the third or fourth film, and no one's made it that far. So this is going to be the first time Dune 2, the second part of the story, has actually been filmed, I believe. Everyone's done the original part where the Harkonnen family just kills off all of the Atreides family, and they go into hiding, and they meet the Fremen. Everyone's done that, and we see the sandworms and hear about the Bene Gesserit. Everyone has seen that, but no one has seen Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, where it starts getting interesting, because Paul Atreides turns into like a Hitler with the Fremen that he picks up on the planet Arrakis, are like these vicious soldier shock troopers. So the story will eventually get better. And the reason why I believe the reason why they say it's unfilmable is because it doesn't get interesting until a long time into it. All right. Anyway, let's hope Dune 2 doesn't suck. Next we have Kung Fu Panda 4. I haven't seen any of these films. I hear the 2 was good.
We saw Kung Fu Panda.
Really?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, it's like dust tracks on the road, Vicky. Dust tracks on the road blew right out of my brain.
But we didn't go to the theater to see it.
I have no memory of it. So, further down there, we have the American Society of Magical N-Words. Not a film we're going to go to see in a theater. In fact, I know it's going to be horrible because it has to be. It's a mean-spirited film whereby the black people have to serve white people. They'll be talking about slavery, even though no one in living memory in America has suffered or owned slaves. But slaves are still all over the planet. Many other countries all over the world. And we never hear a word about them. My mother-in-law was a slave in Egypt.
What?
Bob's mother was a slave in Egypt.
Okay, you said my mother-in-law, which...
Oh, well, my sister's mother-in-law.
Okay, well, because I'm like, my mom was just some young girl from Newfoundland. Well, actually, she's not from Newfoundland. She's from America, but... Born and raised by Newfoundlandish parents.
But people like to beat up on America because, well, we'll listen to you. In other parts of the world where there is slavery, no one's going to listen to you. You're going to be ignored. All right.
Actually, you're going to wish to be ignored.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Amy Pascal is the
Driving force.
the woman behind Sony. She's their Kathleen Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And, well, Sony really wants a franchise. They're still like an also ran film company. I don't know why they're even making films. The Sony Corporation should fire everyone and save their money. But that's that. I don't plan on seeing Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. It's something that if it comes on streaming, maybe I'll watch it. But I'm going to listen for the reviews. I'm going to waste my time. It's not as insulting as the 2017 one, but I just have no reason to watch it. I just don't care. Well, that's all on that page. Now we get into April. Kong X Godzilla, the New Empire. What's with the naming conventions these days? Now, if this was a Toyo import from Japan, I'd understand, you know, I thought Godzilla minus X or whatever, minus one. We had to figure out why they named it that. There's a whole explanation, but this is the American one. I have no idea why they put the X in there, and I have a bigger fear that these are the same people who are responsible for the TV show Monarch. That's on Apple. I've heard so many horrible things about.
You know, I've heard nothing about it. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well,
that says something too.
yeah, it's on Apple, so no one's seen it.
Yeah.
Even we have just about everything, and even we don't have Apple TV.
Nor do we have YouTube TV, because YouTube TV is like $100 a month or some ridiculous thing.
Isn't it? Well, we watch YouTube all day long.
Yeah.
What is on YouTube TV that's not?
The same thing I think that's on all the other ones, like Hulu and everything else, movies or shit like that.
Really?
I think there might be a live stream too, like a couple of them. Like you might be able to watch Price is Right when it's on or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I use
I don't know for sure. So that means that either it's not advertised well or it really has nothing I care about.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
The Fall Guy. That was a TV show from what, the 80s with Bionic Man.
Steve. Lee Majors.
Lee Majors.
He's not in the new one.
Oh no, I think
okay.
Lee's got to be in his 90s if he's still alive, or 80s or 90s.
He might be, but he's old.
Yeah. Lee was famous because he deflowered Farrah Fawcett. She was a hot number in the day. What they would call a tomato.
Yeah, she's passed away.
Yes, Farrah was in her day a tomato. That was back when we could.
Showing your age there, Grandpa.
That was back when we could look at women and objectify them and say, "Ooh, this one is pretty. This is a sex symbol. It is a symbol of what sex is." I guess I don't know. I never understood that phrase.
You could put giant posters in your room.
Yes, we had they had posters of her in a one-piece bikini, which is a shocking thing. But the Fall Guy, Lee Majors plays a stunt man who, on his spare time, when he's not on film sets, being a stunt man, is a bounty hunter.
Well, sometimes you need that side hustle.
Yeah.
To pay the bills.
And Garfield is coming out May 24th. No idea about it.
Is what's his name still the voice?
Oh, Bill Murray. I don't think Bill Murray is going to be the voice. Yeah. Jim Davis, creator of Garfield, no longer draws the comic strip. It's written by a committee, drawn by assistants, and Jim takes care of Paws Inc. I think is the name of his company, where he sells the merchandise. So, good job if you can get it. I congratulate Mr. Davis on his success. When I try to describe what Fido is to anyone, I say it's a Garfield ripoff, but with a dog instead. That way, people are able to judge what they get in here. Despicable Me 4. So I guess it wasn't meant to be just be a trilogy.
Well, wait, are these the prequels or something?
I have no idea.
I will watch Despicable Me 4
On streaming.
If it's on Sunday when I feel like watching.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the whole Minion thing, but
I
that's
know.
that.
I may not watch it. Like, I might just go, might take a while before I am in the mood, but I think if I'm going to watch it, I'll watch it that way. And that has one of the higher chances that I will watch it.
Hey, I just thought about something. Irving, camera one, could you zoom in here? Because I might as well let the crowd see what we're doing. We don't need long Irving. Camera One is one of the finest photographers that in this industry. He's-
We are lucky to have gotten him.
and I'm gonna spin the light down. I just had it up before because I didn't want it glaring off the board. But let's see if we can get more light on the work. I need more light if I'm gonna do anything. Yeah, I hope the camera doesn't mind that. A little bit of light helps. It's dark out here in the Cobble Hill Studios of Fido, the comic strip. It helps if the cartoonist can see what he's drawing.
Always a big plus.
And there's another film out there called Twisters, plural.
Oh.
I think it's a sequel to that old Twister film that came out like 20 years ago.
Well,
And they actually made a Disney ride when we were at, Universal, I think it was.
I think it's Universal.
Yeah, there was actually a Twister ride. You got in there and they blew air at you.
But strongly. It was
Yeah.
strongly.
And we were surprised
Oh,
because
yeah.
it wasn't that big a film. And so, how did this thing merit a ride at a park? But oh well, yeah, we'll go on it anyway. And it was okay. But I guess now the sequel, Twisters, because maybe they have a story. Stranger things have happened, yeah. Every once in a while, you make a sequel because, well, there's more to the story to be told. Yeah.
But apparently we didn't need to yet for 20 years.
Whatever, yeah. I doubt what's her name from the original one's going to be in it. Do you
Helen
think Alan Hunt will be in it?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, she will. She'll be the old wise.
Yeah, we'll see Helen Hunt 20 years later.
She'll be the old wise scientist who has to give them vital information about whatever. They may have learned it in school, but she learned it in real life.
Yeah. Well,
And plus, she's not doing much of anything else.
I guess like the original one was, they were trying to get this new instrument to fly up into a Category 5 tornado, and it was a dangerous thing, etc., etc. So what they'll probably have now is like a Category 12 tornado that they have to get this instrument in that will do magic and dissipate it.
Because of global warming, there are now
As
Category
mankind is
12.
so evil, we must immediately start with socialism and communism and get rid of all of our possessions to save the planet. Deadpool 3, July 26th. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think that's going to be delayed. Because, they're still filming it. And, now that Disney is in on this, they have to destroy it. So, this is gonna be delayed till Christmas.
Oh, probably.
That's a Fido prediction, and I'll stand by that. If I'm wrong, I will hop out here and say I was wrong. Disney did a fantastic job as usual with the superhero franchises. In the comic book, Deadpool goes around and he kills every character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That would probably be a good thing for them to do in this movie. I doubt they will, but that'd be funny. He finds like inventive ways of killing every character. A lot of the characters in Marvel Cinematic Universes are more powerful. Are more powerful than Mr. Deadpool, or they're immortals, or they're gods, or whatever. So all he really has is a sword and guns. So it's not going to work on a majority of the superheroes. So he has to come up with clever ways in the comic book to kill some of the more resilient heroes. So that could be a good film. But I doubt that's the film they're going to do. Because all I've seen is him and Hugh Jackman in this gravel pit.
Are there shirts on?
They're fully clothed. And I don't think you want to see Hugh Jackman. Oh, who knows? He was probably still in good shape, but they're both getting old.
I don't care.
All right, we're into page, 8 or 9 here? And August 16, Alien, Romulus.
Yeah.
All right, this one has got me interested.
Yeah.
And if it's good, it's theater worthy, but I'm going to listen for the reviewers. I've heard a rumor, and you've heard it here first, folks, that they are combining the Blade Runner universe with the Alien universe.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they have a story to tell. Stranger things have happened.
Yes, and it was a show on Netflix, and now it's almost over.
What was?
Stranger Things.
Oh. Sorry, you got me there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't understand why we're blending two things like that. Whatever.
Interesting.
Sure.
I hope it's a good film.
I will, of course, see it if my husband wants to go see it.
We will monitor it. One of the things I'm excited about this year, and I'm pretty sure I'll have my heart broken. So far, the only films we look like we're going to see are the Godzilla and King Kong one, maybe, and then this Alien one, maybe. These are the only ones we're interested in so far.
And they're only maybes.
Yeah. All right, got the high chair. So when I originally drew Dino, he's completely seated here, and then when you draw Felicia, you erase 90% of Dino, but you still got to remember that there are parts of Dino, like his shoes back here, which is part of the high chair. So you just end up drawing a bunch of scribbles in the background that hopefully the chief colorist will know are in fact Dino's shoes.
Hey, there's when you're done with the show,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lawn to clean up in the hallway.
Oh, lovely.
No, there's nothing. I'm just teasing. I'm really sorry, everyone. I don't mean to.
No problem.
Coffee.
Well, what else we have? Oh, at the end of August is Kraven the Hunter. No, I'm not going to see it, but I am shocked that they didn't race swap the character.
Carvana? Oh, race swap.
Race swap, yeah. All right, Beetlejuice 2. And I'm going to echo my wife here and say, why?
Why? Just why?
I'm thinking if Michael Keaton is in this, it's because he was expecting to make a lot more money as Batman.
Oh, so far as I know, he's definitely in it.
Okay.
General Ortiz is in it. I haven't heard anything about Winona Ryder, which leads me to believe she isn't in it.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I
5,
think
6,
one of the
7.
guys, not the father, but one of the dinner guests, I think they passed away, so they won't be back. Obviously. But,
Well, who knows? Maybe they have a story. I doubt it. I doubt it, but stranger things have happened.
Again, yes, and it was a Netflix show. Listen, though.
What's that?
Sometimes you have a story, but you don't need to tell anybody that story. Nobody wants to hear the story.
All right, and after that, we have Transformers 1. I can only guess it's a Transformers prequel movie. I don't know. I lost track of them. The Transformers. Excuse me. Transformers stuff had become so
generically just a movie. is Mark Wahlberg in it? Or are they redoing it?
No idea. All right. Joker, what to do? That's the Joker sequel. It's a musical with Lady Gaga.
It's a musical? Why is it a musical?
Because Lady Gaga can sing. We know that she can act, which is surprising as hell. We saw her in American Horror Story. She did a pretty damn good job.
I like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I always have.
That's a surprise. So we're looking forward to this. Is probably going to be a pretty good film. I'm cautious about being a musical, but what I'm guessing what they're going to do is, since the Joker character is like an unreliable narrator, the whole musical thing will just be from his
story.
the musical thing will be from his point of view.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of it that way, but yeah, if it's like him telling us, then yeah.
Mm.
And
But
then I got
what I see here are internet memes of little girls dressed up as Harley Quinn, doing the whole Barbie thing, going to see the film. This is going to be...
No.
What?
Nobody's sending their little kid to this film. No. This is not a little kid.
Well, I'm not saying little kid. What I am saying is like the teenage girl who likes to dress and cosplay.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
The same ones that went to see Barbie.
No, old white women with wine purses.
Yeah, sure. Wine purse women. All right.
But I think I know the girl you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably correct.
That's who they're going to market it to.
Yeah.
They're even going to probably hire the usual suspects to play that role.
Yeah.
On the internet to get to inspire people to do it themselves. You can see the marketing from a mile away.
Yeah, you're correct about that.
And we have coming November the Untitled Venom sequel. That's a fantastic name for a film, and
Untitled, the film.
Yeah, Untitled Venom sequel.
No, but just Untitled, the film. That's like a parody, like a...
What saved the original film was Tom Hardy's
portrayal.
happy-go-lucky, everyday good guy nature, and the arguments he had with the Venom character. It got kind of tired in the second one, even though I didn't like Woody Harrelson. I don't know what they got for this one.
Nor do I.
But also kind of makes you worried about the Untitled Venom sequel is that it's coming from Sony. And
isn't that who did all of them?
Well, yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
And Sony doesn't... Well, Sony just wants to do franchises. They don't know how to do them. As Ghostbusters will attest to their skill. Alright, Gladiator 2 coming out of Paramount. If Paramount still exists by this time in history, who knows? You think they're going to pull Russell Crowe back out?
Russell's getting up there.
Also, isn't Russell... Yeah, isn't Russell kind of, plus size these days?
He's heading
you're not entertained.
He's heading down the Val Kilmer route.
So just because it's called Gladiator doesn't mean it has to have Russell Crowe. Just because it's called Mad Max doesn't mean it has to have Mel Gibson.
That one I disagree with.
Well, in this another one kind of really interesting. In December we've got the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim.
No.
Well, I'm worried
Okay.
because, this is not something that Professor Tolkien has written.
Oh.
And it seems like every horrible hack writer who wants to do fantasy wants to take a shot at the Lord of the Rings.
Just because
I'm
you take
worried.
a shot at something doesn't mean you hit it. So.
I'm worried that this is going to be garbage.
Possibly, probably.
So, maybe streaming. Yeah, who knows? All right, let's go to page 12 now. We're really deep into the. This is just a final list of everything that's gonna be out. It's not on a month yet. Star Trek 4 is actually on this list. They're gonna do they're planning a Star Trek 4. They haven't started filming yet. They expect to have it out by December.
Doubtful.
Only if the sale goes through. Paramount is sold to a responsible company, and they get rid of Secret Hideout. Tell Alex Kurtzman to go pound sand.
Did you ever used to say that, or did you
Never.
get that from your wife?
Never. But there are a lot of things I never said before meeting you,
Like I love you.
like Ducky. Yes, and that other phrase that you just mentioned. Of course. All right, that's good. And Coyote versus Acme, and look, it's been canceled.
Oh.
I guess we're not going to get to see the Wile E. Coyote suing Acme. Oh well, and that's the end of all that. And I guess we're stuck using Netflix's top film, Rebel Moon, as our inspiration and page saver for today's Fido the comic strip. And
Well, that's just sad.
I say, if you are a filmmaker of questionable skill,
Did you hear that?
nope, you don't want to hear that. You do not want to be in theaters, as Kathleen Kennedy has kind of learned. Star Wars hasn't been in theaters for a long time, and no one knows how bad it's doing. Well, actually, everyone knows how bad it's doing.
Yeah.
But she still has her job, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. But
Because
eventually,
she's just put it on
Tupac
streaming.
will be right. No.
Yes, someday Kathleen Kennedy will retire peacefully and go off with all her accolades, and Doomcock will say, "I was right. See, I told you Kathleen Kennedy was leaving. It was fine."
Yes, but Doomcock, that was 7 years ago. I didn't say right away. I have nothing.
We love you,
I was
Doomcock.
just gonna say I have nothing against him.
We love you, Doomcock. But
you do you, but
yeah.
like,
I've taken so much grains of salt from you, pal. You've given me high blood pressure.
yep. Rumors are.
Yeah. You ought to stop listening to your rumor people, Mr. Cock, Mr. Doomcock, Mr. Overlord DVD. And in case anyone doesn't know whom we're talking of, he's a fine internet personality.
Mm-hmm.
Puts out a show.
Mm-hmm. No problems with him. Not an insult, just an observation.
Yeah, he's burnt us so many times. You
That-
get us all excited there, Mr. Doomcock, and then you just yank the rug on it. I feel like Wile E. Coyote with his Acme products.
That's another reference to Wile E. Coyote in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a title.
Okay. Oh, don't let me step on your Wile E. Coyote parade then. You're trying to find a title already? How long you been recording?
Well, stranger things have happened. See? Another thing I've said 3 or 4 times.
I see what you did there. Oh, excuse me.
So
Well-
I'm rooting for Comcast to win this whole Paramount buy. Someone's going to get it. It's either going to be Warner Brothers, maybe Disney. I doubt it. Comcast.
Hey, listen. With all the shit I've been through with Comcast, I want anyone but Comcast.
Well, they're actually led by someone with a little bit of a brain.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're assholes. Sure, they're all assholes, but
I'm surprised they're not still sending me a bill for my mother's wrestling and porn. Because if you know my mother, wrestling and porn are definitely something she watches on a regular basis. And look, again, much like Doomcock. I am not judging anybody who watches wrestling and porn. You want to watch that? More power to you. But I don't think my mother's watching that.
Do you think they were trying like to charge you for stuff you didn't buy?
What would make you say that, Charles?
I don't know. It sounds like a good business model though, because
Yeah.
who's going to go through all the trouble? And I'm telling you, there's a lot of trouble you got to go through to get your money back.
How many 1 hour waiting phone calls
Yeah.
have I been on just to try to get my? But it was worth it because it was hundreds of dollars, not just like $5, $10 here and there. Which was what really pissed me off.
Well, we don't have cable anymore.
Nope, and my mother doesn't have cable anymore, so that's good.
But the Comcast company isn't just cable company. They also
I
have
understand.
theme parks and.
Yeah, I understand that, but I just can't say the word Comcast, and I wish for them to, unless it's negative. Sounds like there are children in the hallway.
Yeah, I don't think the microphone's going to pick that up.
No.
So, again, drawing Dino way there in the background. The bottle, beer bottle that's on the table, is in the background. It looks like Felicia's holding it. And it's just the way things overlapped. Yeah. Don't think it really matters. I always put the signature there because that's where Burke Breathitt used to put his signature on the comic strip, on his comic strip, Bloom County.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to read comic strips anymore.
Okay.
Well, I don't want anyone to influence my writing, so I just don't. And I think I've made this statement before. I briefly thought I could read something like Dilbert because Scott Adams' stuff was sufficiently different from what I do that he couldn't possibly influence me. And then I noticed I named a character Cat Boss and Dad Boss. You know, he was doing. No, he does Dilbert, Dogbert, Catbert. Yeah. That was,
And you said, ruh-roh.
yeah, great. All things I could steal from Scott Adams. This is naming conventions. Yeah, that's his strength. All right, let's put this one up on the magnets to dry, and we have Monday.
He hasn't shown up on recommended videos in a while.
Yeah, YouTube is like that. If you stop watching something, they stop recommending it.
Or did they stop recommending it and then you stop watching it?
Yeah, either way.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately, our show is nothing like Scott's show, so I can't be criticized for ripping him off here.
Oh no. No. I'm not ripping off anyone.
So we gotta come up with a title. What have we been talking about this entire time? Year in review. Do we call it strange things? Stranger things have happened?
Well, you could probably do the whole Stranger Things have happened.
Yeah. Kind of a bit of false advertisement, I'd say.
True, true.
But, oh well. We need clickbait.
Call it clickbait.
We could say there's been a strange year, whatever, all that crap. It really hasn't been a strange year. Get right down to it. Been a pretty good year. I expect next year to be even better. Because you see, I am a optimistic type.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is better than the last. Even though I've just shown all the films that are going to be coming out next year, and well, none of them look any good.
Mr.
But
Optimism.
but they might be good. Stranger things have happened. See, I said the word. All right.
You said the word. You said the thing.
Let's see. Stranger Things. Let's wait a minute, put it up here. Well, Irving, camera one. Let's zoom back a little bit so you can see what the cartoonist is doing.
You know, he's so like, he is so in tune with you that he moves as if he's in your own mind.
No, I have to wake him up actually.
Irvin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Irving. I thought you were doing well. Mr. Optimism.
Huh? Put that tentative title up there. It might be a good year for Hollywood. Stranger things have happened. All right, I'm thinking here. The word balloon. Will it look like the bottle is talking?
Well, that could be interesting.
Yeah, no. Or should I just make the arrow go over the? Yeah. I'm gonna do the arrow ahead of time. And just put the bottle in the background. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows it's the cat that's talking, but you know, I gotta make that look like one of my arrows. Ooh, I really fucked that up, didn't I? Oh well. Ooh, the brush is misbehaving. I'm gonna have to leave that alone before I before I make it any worse. A lot of the times things you do quick with a brush look good, but sometimes it doesn't. What happened to that word balloon is I got a double line from my Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair. And then I thought I would solid it up, and it just made it look worse and worse and worse. Oh, the chief colorist is about to return. So, chief colorist, what do you think about my title? I'm going to say my justification for this is it might be a good year for Hollywood. Stranger things have happened.
That works.
Meaning, of course, that we know it's going to be a lot of garbage, but we'll still have fun with it because, well, we can make our own entertainment.
Oh, now see, I thought you were going to say because, well, Stranger Things. You've got to work in the brand. Oh my gosh.
Head hurt?
Yeah. throat hurts, head hurts.
Well, we've taken COVID tests and we don't have COVID.
I know.
It's just, when do you think we got this? When did
No,
we
I
when,
have an
when did we
idea.
pick it up? I'm pretty sure I got it first because my symptoms were worse and I'm recovering.
And mine are getting.
Yeah, so I obviously gave it to you.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you get it maybe on one of your hospital visits somewhere?
I don't know. I think I must have been with an unclean woman. What can I say? I don't know.
Well, let's not go down there.
Well, stranger things have happened.
I see what you did there. I'm afraid we gave it to my mother.
Is she sick?
Yeah, I told you. She's being
You know, we must have picked this up at Lisa's. At my sister's. We went to my
They
sister
are
for.
sick down there.
What?
They are sick
Yeah.
down there also.
We must have. Yeah, when we see.
Or we gave it to them. Let's not get, all holier
No.
than Let's not get all holier than thou.
No. I'm pretty sure the individual
Yeah.
that Felicia is based on gave me this cold.
Let's not go down.
We got this from Felicia.
We got this from Felicia.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh!
I'm really trying to reinforce that title.
You guys are laughing, but I'm gonna probably hear that all week. Now that that's in his head. Right, I know. I know.
Two.
Just,
Once this broadcast is over, we end it.
that is true. My ears hurt, and yesterday my ears were itchy.
Someone must be talking about you.
I know. Probably my mother. Where's that daughter? She hasn't called me.
Okay, now your mother doesn't quite speak with that accent, but
No,
I
she
like it.
doesn't.
I like it anyway.
You like it?
Daughter.
Daughter.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't actually. But... I don't like when my mommy's sick.
Well, for an 87 or 88-year-old woman.
She's 88 officially
80.
now.
88-year-old woman is kind of rough.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like not pushing to have them like wake her up or call me or anything, because she's probably just laying in bed like
Yeah.
zoned out. And they claim that they're gonna call me if anything comes up.
Right.
Well, the guy last night called me, so whoever that is, whoever worked last night, we like him. He actually sounded like he was paying attention to what was going on. He called the doctor and he told me he was gonna watch my mother and let me know if anything happened, but he would be off at 11, so he couldn't watch her at night.
Well, maybe Ina made a friend there. You know, stranger things have happened.
How long have we been in the broadcast?
Let's check the recording here. We are going 1 hour and 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, who knows? It might be a new thing for the new year that we usually do an hour and a half. We might cut it down to like an hour. Shorter broadcasts. People don't have to waste so much of their life with me.
It's never a waste of their life. I can attest to that.
No, waste of their lives.
That's what I said. It's
Oh,
never.
okay. All right. Fido always has to have expression of contempt contempt and anger when looking at Felicia. Like, what's she pulling now? See, a cat really wants to improve you. That's why if you ever have one as a pet, they might bring a mouse or a dead bird to you, because they're looking at you and they're saying, how is this person surviving? It doesn't look like they can kill their own food. Well, I can improve this person. I can teach this human how to hunt. I'll leave a dead animal present.
They will see the fruitfulness of hunting.
So that's why Felicia is naturally thinking, well, it's New Year. I have a list of ways that you can improve yourselves. Here you go.
Hey, are we doing anything for New Year's Eve?
When is that? Monday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Monday is the first day.
Yeah. No.
No. I know.
I like to make like a lot of loud noise on the actual thing too, but we don't even have like a noisemaker in this house.
I have brought them into the house. I don't know what you've done. I have bells. I have mini cowbells.
Well, sort of my philosophy with things these days. Anything that doesn't bring me pleasure, I throw away.
Better hope I don't. No,
I have no idea what you're doing here. Yes.
No, I said you better hope I don't take that philosophy. Oh.
That's a way to declutter your life. And I've got this magical hole in the wall. I pull the door open and I throw stuff down that hole. It just disappears down a tube. I have no idea where it goes, but...
Yes, you do. You've seen it.
Okay, I'm lying. I've seen it. It's a compactor.
But that makes it even more fun because you know it goes down to its demise. I think that was the favorite thing of your mother's of this apartment.
Oh yeah, tickled my mother. She loves storing stuff away.
She'd be out there like, I think after everything she did, anything that collected dirt or debris, she'd be just walking out there and throwing it away, especially considering we're kind of close to it.
But yeah, I don't think I would ever own a house again. It's just too much of a pain in the ass between the maintenance and now that all these cities and towns are giving you a hard time about what you can throw away and when, and how much.
Which bin?
And they charge you and recycling this and that. A neighboring town here, Malden, you have to buy these special trash bags for like $25, and all your stuff's going to be thrown away only in these trash bags. Wow.
I'm waiting for someone more ambitious than I to come out of the handicapped world and say, we need plastic bags, we need disposable stuff.
You need the straw.
I need this, yeah. You're laughing, but I'm serious about this. I'm not even kidding about this. A lot of those things that they're calling waste, very many of them assist a handicapped person more than you would realize unless you were a handicapped person.
I used to like the old plastic supermarket bag because they had handles and you could put carry 100 bags on your arms.
I can't carry a paper bag with stuff in it.
Paper bags are worthless. They rip.
But the lack of handles, I can't carry that.
And what's even worse, if you see a paper bag with a handle, oh my God, it's an accident waiting to happen.
Yes, and it's not easy to carry, and it's not feasible. I should make a list and send it off to someone. I think I have.
Oh yes, I'm sure people will really want to read that.
Oh, shut up, Charles. I'm sorry. That was instinct, people. I'm sorry. But seriously, shut up, Charles.
Slight cough there.
You call that a cough? I'll show you a cough.
I've noticed that we're not as sniffly as we usually are.
I don't know. I think I prefer the sniffles.
Mm-hmm.
My sinuses hurt, so I think I got something in the sinus realm because my eyes hurt, my ears hurt.
Made a mistake there and I screwed up on Felicia's thumb. Oh well.
I wonder if they'll have any kind of New Year's Eve party at the nursing home. When I had my hips replaced, I was in the rehab over New Year's.
Yeah.
They did New Year's at 9 o'clock. And it was the saddest thing that you'd ever want to see.
Did they actually do a countdown?
Yes, they did.
Happy New Year in 3 hours.
Nope, they at like 8:59 they declared New Year. Or they started
It's
counting.
New Year somewhere.
Yep. They started counting down. And it was just as sad and pathetic as you're imagining it. But then I went back to my room and my friends had snuck into my room, so.
Brought alcohol.
No, they didn't bring alcohol because I couldn't drink alcohol because I was on lots of pain medications. In fact, so many so that there's things that I've said and done that I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And friends have told me later I made lots of phone calls and I don't remember any of them. But anyway, that being said, they didn't stay till midnight because I mean they had lives. But they stayed for a while. And then I think I told you, didn't I? I was laying down at midnight, or I was laying down and I was watching the Dick Clark New Year's Rockin' Eve, or whatever it was called back then, but it was definitely Dick Clark. And I said, okay, I'm tired, but I'm going to watch the ball drop. And I swear to God, I started hearing them count like 10, 9, and then I woke up and it was 12:03. So I did not see the actual ball drop, and I was not actually awake for the changing, but.
Well, I can remember when I was a kid having a hard time staying up for it, but it's nothing today. I mean, I don't even go to bed at night anymore.
I know.
I'm up all night long.
Much to the chagrin of your wife, who's lying in bed thinking, oh, where is my husband? The gentleman who reads to me at night.
Well, you always have Alexa or Ziggy for that.
Not the same. And Ziggy has decided to be a little bitch and shut off whatever he's doing after like an hour.
We changed our Alexa to the man voice, so it's Ziggy now.
Well, we changed the name to Ziggy. The man voice's name wasn't Ziggy, was it?
I don't know.
No, it must have been. 'Cause
Yeah,
why
I think
would
so.
we do that?
Yeah.
But Ziggy, play 80s music, and then an hour later I wake up or I'm still awake and it just isn't playing.
I kind of like how he always starts out with Michael Jackson.
Every single night. And then by the third or fourth, at least less than 5 in to the songs is a Prince song too. Either Purple Rain or
I will die for you.
actually no, they don't play that one a lot, but they play the what the hell's the other one? Kiss. I want your extra time in your kiss. And then there's usually some song from the I almost said Cobra Kai, but not Cobra Kai. The actual movie.
Karate Kid.
Yeah. I am the one.
You know,
Fight
I was
for your
surprised
honor.
after Prince died. I thought that they would release like a lot of stuff that he had been recording and just not releasing. Apparently, he had been.
Really recording. He was very prolific, supposedly.
Yeah, but maybe he wasn't. Apparently, well,
Well,
Michael Jackson claimed to have been doing the same thing, and nothing ever came from him.
well, I think that was
And
the family just kind of saying, nope, we don't got nothing.
he had a recording studio in his house and brought someone over to do an interview, and they were brushing the dust off the controls. And Michael claimed that he'd been working feverishly all these years in the studio, and obviously it hadn't been touched in years. I wonder if Prince had the same situation.
Maybe.
Yep, there's no dust on this drawing board. No,
No,
sirree.
No sirree. Nope. No Bob.
Dust can't collect here.
And then they got quiet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to finish out this last panel.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll send everyone home.
Irving's on overtime.
So, we're not quite sure what we're doing writing-wise next week. I actually haven't. I don't think I have any unused. Well, actually, I do have one unused joke. Yeah, it's the one where we got like a leaky faucet, and Dino says, "Please let me repair this. Let me prove to myself that I can at least do one thing. This is something I can do." And in the last panel, the entire apartment is flooded, and dog and cat are swimming around, and it's like good job sort of thing. Haven't used it because it's just not into it. It's the entire.
No, you got us the pool we always wanted.
The entire joke is just in Dino feeling hopeless, and then having it confirmed that not only is he hopeless, but he is indeed useless.
And that's always so funny.
Yes.
Today on a very special Fido.
We'll have some uplifting stuff in Dino's life. Stranger things have happened.
Okay, I think it's official. I think you've said it enough.
Some of them actually might be funny. Stranger
Stranger
things
things
happen. I like to get a little bit more of a tilt to Felicia's body here because she's like leaning on Dino's knee here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't read. Now you may ask, where does one get such a long piece of paper? Well, back in the old days when we had dot matrix printers, The paper would come in one big long strip. There's a box, and it was perforated, and you could rip out single individual pages. But if you wanted to, you could have a long list like that.
Oh my.
Now everyone just uses copy paper.
Or computer screens.
What's that?
Computer screens.
Computer screen.
Screens. They don't use paper at all.
Why would you not? What strange world do you speak of where you don't use paper?
Stupid world.
Thanks for reminding me. I would like to thank my neighbors for not stealing my paper.
Oh yeah. we have a slight problem with things getting stolen around here.
But what they're doing lately now is they open the package before they steal it to see if there's something in there worth stealing. And if they don't want it, then they just leave. They throw the open package somewhere in the stairwell, in the hallway, whatever. Which is where I found four bricks of Bristol board last week.
He so happily comes into the apartment. Well, I guess they didn't want it.
It's only happened one other time. She bought like a really ugly shirt.
Hey now.
And they took everything else, but they left that shirt.
Yep.
We still have the shirt. It's in the closet. No one's worn it.
It's not an ugly shirt. It just happens to not be a color that you wear.
It's beige. Yes, it's not a color I wear. It's not black.
God forbid you to wear anything but black.
I wear gray sometimes. I get colorful.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm thinking of it, don't go anywhere, people. We also got some coffee delivered. We use those Keurig machines, and they come in like these single serve cups. And it's a damn good thing that they gave us a serving suggestion. Serve this coffee in a cup, with a saucer.
I told you they were tired.
Wow.
They were tired of people burning their hands, putting their cupped hands underneath the Keurig. Like, oh my God, how do we get people to start actually putting a cup under that boiling liquid that's coming out?
They actually
Let's show them.
They actually had to put a serving suggestion on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Okay, we are out of here. Thank you for joining us this week. Fido number 77.
Have a happy New Year, all.
Let's say we put a layout here as to what our thumbnail's going to look like.
Thumbnail?
Yeah, I think maybe just probably can't see it, but off to the right here is just a whole pile of paper, and I'll take a shot from that direction onto the board. All right, good enough. See you next week.
Bye.